December 1900. Flannan Isles, a remote, wind-swept group of islands off the coast of Scotland. Here, surrounded by nothing but the wild, black Atlantic Ocean, stood the Eilean Moor Lighthouse. It was built to guide ships through treacherous waters, but in the winter of 1900, it became the site of one of the most chilling maritime mysteries in human history. 3 men walked into this lighthouse. None of them were ever seen again. On Christmas night, a passing steamship noticed something deeply unsettling. The lighthouse lamp, which always pierced the dark night, was completely black. A relief ship was immediately dispatched to investigate. When the captain stepped onto the island, a heavy, unnatural silence hung in the air. The welcoming flags were not flying. The entry gates were locked tight. The captain unlocked the heavy door and stepped inside. What he found defied explanation. The kitchen table was set for dinner. Plates of half-eaten food sat untouched, frozen in time. A wooden chair lay knocked over on the floor, as if someone had stood up in a sudden, blinding panic. On the wall, the clock had ticked its last second and stopped completely. But the true horror lay inside the keeper's official logbook. The final entries, written by keeper Thomas Marshall, described an impossible storm. On December 12th, he wrote, "Severe gale. Keeper's quiet. James Ducat is crying." Ducat was a hardened, veteran sailor. Why was he crying over a storm? The final entry, written on December 15th, simply read, "Storm ended. Sea quiet. God is over all." Here's the terrifying truth. There was no storm recorded in that region on those dates. The skies were completely clear. When investigators searched the island, the men's heavy oilskin jackets were still hanging on the pegs inside. Experienced keepers would never step out into a deadly ocean storm without their coats. So what dragged them out into the black night? Some blame a rogue wave. Others whisper of madness or something far more sinister hiding in the dark ocean. 3 men vanished into thin air, leaving behind only an empty table, a stopped clock, and the silence that echoes to this day.